Yo, 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 it's your boy Luap coming back at it with another anime episode review. Today we're going to talk about Pokemon Journeys episode 64. So before we get started, I really want to ask you guys, really quick, literally 5 seconds. Do you guys prefer this style of episode review where I'm just going to have a few pictures sliding around and talk about it like podcasts? Or would you guys prefer to me have pictures relevant to the points that I'm talking about? I ask, like, do you guys watch the screen while you listen to this, or do you prefer to tab out and like read the comments at the same time? That's basically it. So let's get started. The episode starts off with, there's no hot water in Lava Ridge Town, blah, blah, blah. And Ash and Go are, of course, there to investigate. And here they run off with Hodge. They run into Hodge, which is a character from a few episodes ago. And by a few, I mean like a couple, like 20 or so. That they did the Battle Frontier Flute Cup thing. I forgot what it was called. And he's there. He's a cool character. He's the guy with the Mighty N and the Hariyama. We only see the Hariyama in this episode, but yeah. So they run into that, and he kind of explains to them, the legend of Absol and, why he is the one who ruined the hot water. 100% no, no discussion. It's basically like a YouTuber clickbait video, like why Absol did this 100% with, a bunch of red X's and 100% signs. And yeah, so then they kind of explain that they're just talking to each other, doing this and that. And they go into Hodge's house where Hodge's father is ready to go capture and beat up this Absol. Like, he's gonna beat them up. And Ash and Go don't believe that Absol's the one who did this, so they're gonna go investigate. Hodge goes ahead and kind of indicates them where they should go to find more information on this. And as they're going there, it's getting a little bit colder. All of a sudden, Absol comes out of nowhere and totally destroys the area with his, I'm not sure if it was Razor Wind or Sonic Boom, something like that. Just absolutely destroyed the surrounding area. And it even knocks out poor Grookey, which was kind of sad to see. He faints too. And Go has to recall him into his Pokeball, which is something that we haven't seen since he got captured. I actually have no idea, but something like that. And so, yeah, so they get a little bit later. Of course, the Absol runs away, right? So then a little bit later, they make it to like the peak of where they're supposed to go. And Go runs into a trap-in. Well, Go uses his trap-inch to dig underground and search for like water or like some more information. But the trap-inch is cutely too cold. And so, Go recalls him. And all of a sudden, a Onigori shows up, which is Glalie. And, no mention of Ash having one, of course, because, why would they do that? And he kind of fights around, and in the the heat of the battle, even though it was really cold, Glalie loses them and kind of goes back to where he was going. So Ash and Go follow it for more information. So they kind of run into a bunch of Glalie and a Snorunt in the cave, and they kind of put two and two together that they're freezing the area, or it's too cold. I couldn't actually understand this part, to be honest, but from what I can put together, either the Glalies and the one Snorunt was making it too cold for the hot spring to come out, or I don't know how they figured it out. But basically, Go asks Hodge once again to kind of like make sure that he read the entire like stone prophecy, I don't know what it's called, correctly, and then Hodge kind of confirms that, oh no, they actually missed something. It was kind of snowing and there was this rock. So somehow they find this rock and they're trying to break it with Cinderace and Pikachu to let out the hot water, but they can't. Instead of just doing the normal thing and just they have a bunch of other Pokemon, they could just use that to like break the rock. But no, of course, Absol comes in, key moment, helps them break the rock, and the hot water comes out. And as soon as the hot water comes out, it's a really big explosion of water. And Go throws his Pokeball and catches the Absol, and now it's Go's Absol, and everyone's mad. But yeah, that was basically the whole episode in 3 minutes explained. Pretty good. And yeah, so my thoughts on the episode. It was a generically good episode. I mean, it was, there was not much bad about it, in my opinion. Grookey was cute as always. I'm always going to fanboy about Go's Grookey. I really do not want it to evolve. We saw Hodge again, which is cool. I know he's one of those side characters on Pokemon Journeys that people really, really, really like. And it's cool because, he's a pretty cool character. He's like kind of like a Yankee guy. He's kind of hot-headed, but really cool. And Go caps his Absol, which is good because he can kind of use that on his team, quote-unquote, now because he's a pretty strong Pokemon. And I think he fits in really well. Who knows if he's going to get screen time? It's very unlikely, but you never know what's to come. And we all know that this episode was really just a transition for the next episode, which is what everyone's excited for next week. But yeah, if I had to give this episode a rating, I will give it a 7 out of 10. There was generically nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't anything great either. I would not go back and watch this episode again if I had to pick. But it wasn't a bad episode by any means necessary. It was way better than any of the fillers we've had recently. But with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit me with the like button. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments. Let's get a discussion going down there. And subscribe if you haven't already. That's basically it. It's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.